Hello and welcome back to another netcast. I'm Rich Lopez, Quantrix Authority. I appreciate you joining me today in episode 15, where I'm going to answer a question, or attempt to, from Christy. She wanted to know if you could group items on timeline. And I'm going to say that's not possible right now. Christy has a data set with this type of an example. She has a matrix that has year going across the top, and then, going down the side, she has some metrics here. And she's actually grouped some of these years across the top as actual for 2012, 2013, current is 14 and 15, and then 16 and beyond she has grouped as forecast. And you can see that she's grouped that up here, and you can see that if I wanted to even group these, there's an option available for me to continue to group items. Well, in Quantrix Modeler version 5.1, they came out with the new timeline feature, and Christy wanted to convert this, her older model, to timeline. And how you would do that is you would click on a category tile that either has year, quarter, or I believe month in it. And what you can then do is you can say timeline detect. And when it does that, it's supposed to convert it to the timeline, but it doesn't work if you have groupings within your category. And it says it's unable to convert due to problems in these categories. The year category cannot contain groups. This is a limitation of Quantrix at this time. I reached out to the Quantrix masters in Portland, Maine, and asked them why you couldn't do this, and they just mentioned that it was because of significant calculation and structural issues. They're unable to include this in Quantrix Modeler at this time. But if this is something that you would like to see, of course, developed further, feel free to put that in the comments here at YouTube or on Twitter, or send me an email, and I will more than happily send that on to the Quantrix team back in Portland, that they include this functionality. Furthermore, in the next episode, I'll share with you why I probably would not build my matrix to look like this with actual, current, and forecast. I think this is a little bit too two-dimensional, if you will, and I'll explain how to overcome that in my next podcast. So please join me again in episode 16 on how to maybe design that differently. And if you have any questions about Quantrix that you need answered, feel free to reach out to me at quantrixauthority@gmail.com, or follow me on YouTube at Quantrix Authority, or at Twitter at Quantrix Author. Again, thanks for Christy for sending in that awesome question. Continue to ask me questions. I really do appreciate it and love it. And join me again for another netcast of Quantrix Authority with Rich Lopez.